Hi everyone! So back in January we got a new little family member. There he is. And I thought it was about time that I introduce him to you guys and to this channel. Say hello to Fenix or Fenix. He is in the middle of his morning play session, so he is a little restless. As you can see, he's named after the mythical bird. So Fenix is a little more than 4 months old now, and just as Sally, he's a British short-haired cat. And even if it may look like it, he's actually not ginger. His color is called cream, if that even matters. He's adorable anyway. Sally doesn't exactly love him, to be honest. I think she finds him quite annoying, but she does tolerate him, and sometimes they do actually play together. And I think their relationship will probably be a lot better once he becomes a little older and maybe hopefully a little calmer. And I will share some more information about him once we get into the art portion of the video. Anyway, he's gonna help me to create some art today, so let's get into that. The first idea that I have is to try to make Fenix stand on a piece of paper, and then I'm gonna try to trace around him with a pen, and with whatever shape that I get, I will try to make some art with. Alright, let's see if this will work. Hello, Sally. Hello, Fenix. Okay, that is good. Now I'm gonna try to trace around him. Hey! Va? Kan sitta? Oda, did you get a läskig? Oh, he's scared of the pen. You don't like the pen? It is a water-based pen, so it shouldn't be toxic or anything, I hope. But he's already been eating garlic, which is super toxic for kittens and cats. And he survived, so... You like my socks? Yeah, you like my socks. Okay, can I trace around you now? Oh, oh, look at that! Look at that! I could trace around you. Oh, Kitty. What a beautiful shape you created for me. Let's just try it one more time. Can you come up on the paper? Yes. In the butt. I got the head. Ooh. Ooh. No. Ooh. I think this is as good as it gets, to be honest. What do you say, Sally? Are we happy with the scribbles? Alright, so now you have no problem with laying on the paper. Alright, so the scribbles that we got is this one and this one. So I'm gonna pick one and try to make some kind of art from it. Thank you so much for the help. So I was trying to figure out what to make with these random doodles that dear Fenix has given me, and to be honest, I always struggle a little to be creative with these kinds of drawings. I feel like I'm not the best at coming up with fun, creative ideas, but then I actually came up with something that I think is a little fun at least. I chose to go with a second doodle, and when turning it to the side, I could actually see these hills, and for some reason I saw this long snake cat curl between them. Maybe not a snake cat. I think my initial idea is that it is some sort of wind spirit thing playing between the hills. I just wanted to make something a little more different than what I usually do. I mean, I usually draw cats, but this is a video all dedicated to a cat, so I think I can get away with that this time. So I took a photo of the scribble as you saw before, and I drew over it in ProCreate on my iPad. I just find digital art so relaxing nowadays, even if I do see myself as a traditional artist still. I also thought it would be fun to see how the scribble would look before and after. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I am experimenting a little with a more stylized style, with flatter colors and simpler shapes. I don't think it is a style that I want to use all the time, but it is fun to experiment. I have gone through some different phases. Sometimes it is super detailed and more realistic, and sometimes it is more simplified and cartoony. I think this art turned out so cute. Again, it may be a little more simple than what I normally do, but I kind of like it. And even if I didn't really draw the cat as Fenix, I still think it has his spirit, because he is a kitten with a lot of energy. He chases his tail, he chases Sally, he chases our feet, and when he's not sleeping, he's just all over the place. And even if we tell him, no, do not eat the plants, he's just too stubborn to listen. And he's also such a food junkie. I mean, we thought that Sally was food crazy, but this little kitty is just way worse. It is funny because when we first met him, when he was about 1 month old, we were worried that he would be a picky eater, but it turns out, nope, he eats just about anything. He gave us such a scare one time when he licked on a garlic bread. Garlic is extremely toxic to cats, but we have never had cats being interested in that sort of food before, but now we know. We will hide and put away all the edible stuff now. I think this was a pretty fun collaboration between me and Fenix. He gave me such a good base to work from, and I could turn it into something fun and interesting, I suppose. Let me know what you think. But yeah, here it is, wind spirit, snake, kitty, whatever, and the before and after. Ooh, that turned out beautifully, even better than I first thought. For this next piece, I will have Fenix to choose the art supplies and the art prompt for me, just like Sally has done for me in a couple of videos. And I would like to thank my dear Patreons for helping me to come up with ideas how to make art with Fenix. I got so many great suggestions, but unfortunately I cannot fit them all into this video, so I will have to save some of those ideas for a future video, maybe with both Fenix and Sally. And also, if you would like to become a Patreon and support me and my work and my cats, I will have a link in the description box below. So for this one, I'm gonna draw Fenix as some sort of character that he will pick for me. I think we're gonna have to put some treats on these. I think we're gonna need to lock him in. Okay, so let's see which one he picks first. Alright, yeah. What took you to set? You took you to set. He went for the color pencils. You took the color pencils. And then we have some additional art supplies that I can use with the color pencils. We have a Copic gas infused brush pen, a regular ballpoint pen, and a fine liner. So let's see which one he will pick. Okay. Which one? Oh, the ballpoint pen. So we got color pencils and ballpoint pen, and that will be interesting. And then he's gonna pick some prompts for me. We got video game character, astronaut, and wizard. And I think since he's gotten so many treats so far, I'm just gonna So I just turned the prompts into little paper balls and I'm gonna throw them on the floor. And the first one he plays with, I'm gonna go with, I suppose. So, yeah. Which one are you gonna pick? That one? No? That one, okay. Is that the choice? Which one do you want to... Yeah, that one.
Thank you.
So the prompt, I'm gonna go with wizard. So I'm gonna draw Phoenix as a wizard.
A wizard hat.
Alright, so I'm gonna draw Phoenix using the art supplies and the prompt that he picked for me. So Phoenix as a wizard made in color pencils and also a ballpoint pen. So I wanted to portray Phoenix's playfulness by having him chase or play with the stars that he summons with his wand. I feel like that is a thing that he would do if he was a wizard. And I think the sketch, it turned out so freaking cute. I am not the best at character design, to be honest, but I do think that the clothes and everything, it looks pretty good here, even if they may look a little piratey with the waistband and the puffy pants. So, color pencils, it is a medium that I have worked a lot with, especially when I was younger. I even worked with color pencils in last week's video, but I just wanted to say that I do know how to use color pencils, how to blend them and shade and all that stuff, even if it may not look like it in this drawing. I just wanted to try a different coloring technique than I normally do. As I mentioned before, I am currently into this more simplified stylized style, and I tried to do a more flat coloring style with less shading, but it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to. I do actually think that the Prismacolor Premier pencils would have worked a lot better for this style, since they are a lot softer and easier to mush around and get a flat color with than the Polychromo pencils that I used instead. Anyway, I am not gonna complain, the art is still cute even if the execution is a little meh. But I think that the art prompt, wizard, it is so fitting for Phoenix. He is the absolute best at making his toys disappear. It is like I'm feeding a black hole with toys. I throw them on the floor for him to play with, and then about 5 minutes later, they are all gone. I have no idea where they are, and yes, I have checked under the couch, under the counters, chairs, behind the TV, under the bathtub, everywhere. I am certain that he has a secret stash somewhere and I just need to find it. So now I'm mostly giving him trash to play with, like paper balls or hairbands and that kinds of things. That doesn't really matter if they disappears or not. It gets a little expensive getting new toys all the time. So we haven't had Phoenix for very long, less than 2 months, but we have already learned a lot about his personality. He is very curious, stubborn, playful, and a food junkie. And also something that I learned a few weeks ago, he does not like the sound of removing masking tape. I was removing tape from some of my watercolor paintings and suddenly I thought that Phoenix was about to throw up on my desk. He was starting to lick his mouth and stick out his tongue and gagging. So then I learned that he is very sensitive to that kind of crunchy sound, you know, similar to tearing paper. And also the sound of cutting vegetables like bell peppers, he has reacted to that sound too. It is so strange, but I have heard of cats reacting this way before, so I am gonna try to not create these sounds when he's around. But yeah, he has such a big personality and I look forward to get to know him even more. I did some sort of line work using the ballpoint pen and it worked surprisingly well considering it is drawing on top of waxy color pencils, and again, not a big fan of the coloring. It just turned out a little too muddy and less bright than I had imagined it. Also, I totally failed at the background. I don't know what happened, but I do really like the sketch, so I did actually do a digital version too that I will show you. I really love how this art turned out, so please keep that one in mind when thinking back to this video. Alright, so there we have them. I had so much fun working on these pieces along with Fenix. He's passed out on the floor now. Hope you liked the art too and the videos and that you got to know Fenix the kitten a little better. But yeah, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope I will see you next time. Keep drawing my happy cats. Bye!